Alright, welcome to today's video, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit subscribe down below, guys. I'm going to be doing a lot of car reviews here. I just reviewed a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. Now I get to do this 2013 Subaru WRX STI. And we'll see if this car wins my heart. I don't know. I really like the Evo, but this thing might surprise me as long as you guys. The point of these videos are for people interested in looking at these cars and buying these cars, or specifically this one. If you're in the Edmonds area, this car is for sale here at West Coast Auto Works. I'd like to give a big shout out to them for making this video possible. So we'll go ahead and get started with it. So first things first, we get down to the front end. This generation of the Impreza is the Stink Eye chassis, and this you do have a nice STI badging here. You have your Subaru badge in the middle here. Standard Impreza headlights here. You have a wire mesh grille for pulling in some of this air. You also have what should be a wire mesh grille down here too, but again, it'll just pull in more air. And then you do have, since this is a Subaru, you do have your hood scoop with your bigger intercooler on top from the STI. From the WRX, it's a bigger intercooler to the STI, and then you do have your lower fog lights there. All right, now moving to the side of this STI, you do have a vent here that is going to pull some of this air out to the side of the car to help with aerodynamic efficiency. We have these beautiful raised wheels, which I will get to here in just a second, but you do have a vent here in the fender, just like you do with the Lancer Evolution. You have the STI. It's a nice metal finish on here with the STI in pink. The logo here, I think it's pretty cool. You do have your side mirrors with your side marker. Look like it's wrapped halfway along this. I think it's a interesting little look. I think smoked out it would look also pretty good too. So we're gonna move down, and then we do have 4 doors again, and we do have just black B pillars here with some chrome trim along the front, along the side of the doors here. All right, so moving along to the wheel and tire setup on this car, we do have raised graham light wheels, finished in a nice bronze color. I think it really fits the car pretty well, with the 6-piston caliper up front, and you do have the little Rays logo here in the center cap in red. Also a nice little touch, and it's wrapped in Carrera Tri-Ace tires all the way around. We're going to have 2-piston calipers in the rear, still with the STI sticker over the caliper, and still have the Rays graham lights with the center caps, and we do have, again, ventilated and slotted rotors front and rear all the way around the car. We do have the fender flares that do protrude and stick out very well, and right off the bat what you're going to see is this massive STI exclusive rear wing. This thing looks amazing, and it has these little holes here so you can insert your little canards, which are sick. Oh, it's so sick. And then you do have all red in the taillight here. Standard, usually these will have orange and clear in them, but I think all red looks really, really nice. It's a nice little touch. And you do have your STI logo here, right here on the trunk. We are going to have a 3-inch exhaust on this particular car, and little carbon fiber inserts here on the diffuser. And you have this venting back here. You can knock out this little center piece right here and put a fourth brake light here. If you want that little flashing module, pretty common on the Subarus to see. And you have your license plate lights down here. And this nice painted piece right underneath the Subaru logo right here. I think this is also a nice little touch. Rather than just keeping it smooth, I think this looks really nice. But it probably just serves the purpose for covering up some of these license plate lights. Now moving along to the interior of the 2013 WRX STI, you do have this very similar to the WRX padding right here as your elbow rest. Very similar design and switches and everything to the WRX. You do have automatic down driver's window and power the rest, power lock and unlock, and window cancel button. You do have your little handle here that's very similar also to the WRX. And really this whole door card honestly is straight out of the WRX. I don't see any difference at all between the two. Nothing that stands out, nothing that speaks to me. This is all very, very, very similar here. So now actually stepping into the car, you'll notice that the seats are very thickly bolstered, and they do have the STI logo stitched in to the top of the seat here. And as I get in, being 6'1", not a very big guy, they're very I don't know. They're a little bit looser on the side in comparison to the Evo, and I know this is not an Evo. And the only thing I have to compare it to right now is the Evo, being as if they're rivals, and is a very controversial subject as far as Evo or STI or whatever. So I don't think they're as aggressive as the Evo. So maybe if you're not as slim as I am, maybe this would be a better bet as far as like seating arrangement and everything, just overall comfortability rather than race because this seat does slide all the way back. I mean, I'm reaching for this clutch right now. This is not a very easy clutch at all. It's a very heavy clutch, and yeah, overall these seats though are very, very comfortable. Very nice, like soft padding in the leather here. I personally like the Evo seats just a little bit more. That's just me though. So now we're going to move on to the interior at the driver's side, and we do want to start out with the STI little logo here in the center of the steering wheel. Steering wheel itself is very similar to the WRX, nothing too crazy there. And as far as the whole steering wheel, honestly, it looks like it's pretty much ripped out of the WRX as far as the volume up and down, changing your songs and mode, the phone buttons, your cruise control, etc. And then you are going to have your light stock on the left with your fog lights to the right of that, and then you're going to have your intermittent wipers on the right side, low, high, off, that kind of thing, just your standard equipment. And then you're also going to have your gauge lights, so you can scroll through this and make them lighter or darker. And then you're going to have also your headlight adjustments. It's currently going to be on level 4. It's on nighttime right now, so I don't know the effective adjustment for it. Then you're going to have down below that your left and right selector for your power mirrors, and I'll go ahead and show you that. And slightly to the right of that, you're going to have your traction control off button, everybody's favorite button. Well, everybody into cars like this. This right here is what's going to get you sideways in the snow, on dirt, gravel, whatever the heck you're ripping on. And then just below that, you're going to have a little fuse panel. Just has a couple fuses in there. And then in the center here, you're going to have the passenger airbag. It's going to tell you it's on or off, and it's going to tell you the current temperature outside. And then we're going to drop down to the dated but here navigation system, audio system, this receiver in general. This isn't a very big screen, nor is it very quick, responsive, I guess that's the word, but it's there, and it'll definitely get you there wherever you need to go. This is the GPS, again, very dated, but it'll get you where you need to go. And as we move down, we do have the hazard lights here in the center, this big red button. Then you have your climate control center, and everything here is very simple to use, very easy, very straightforward, no tricks, no gimmicks, no messing around in the infotainment system to try and, turn on the heat or anything like that. So I like original. I like stuff like this. This is what we like to see. We don't want to see more of that. We don't want to see any more of that infotainment based climate control. That's not it. And then we move down, we do have the STI logo again around the shift lever here, and then we do have a cigarette lighter, although it doesn't look like it's ever been used, and this car does not smell like smoke. So if you don't smoke, this is definitely a good car, because I can't stand the smell of smoke. And then we move down to the SI drive, so you can put this in sport, or you can put this in super sharp, and then you have an auto manual switch for your center diff, whether it would lock or unlock. Then we move into the center. You do have 2 cup holders, although they're kind of shaped like that. They're kind of shaped like that bullet cannon thing on Mario Kart. Like you use it and then you just like knock everybody out of the way and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of how they're shaped. I don't know why they wouldn't shape them like an actual circle. That's how cups are shaped. They're not shaped like, I don't even know how to explain it right now. Like, they're just weird. They just don't look like they'll hold your drink in for nothing, so expect to be cleaning it up out your car. And then to the left of that, you're going to have your handbrake, but you're also going to have your left and right heated seats. You just on, off, just scroll the dial and move it. Plastics do feel a little cheap, but they're there. And anywhere that you're going to have contact is the important place to have the bolstering and the soft touch material. And on the center here, you definitely do have it. You do have a pretty good sized center console here. You should be able to fit a couple good things. You got a USB and an aux and another car charger. And then we move over to the glove box, and you have pretty standard sized glove box, a couple napkins in it. Also, this car does have a sunroof to operate it. You can just hit the open button like so, and it will retract all the way back for you, or close it all the way up, and you can tilt it up, and then just tilt it back down. And then you are going to have your cabin lights in here, and it does look like they were changed to white, which is actually pretty nice. So yeah. So when it comes to the back seat, door cards are pretty similar again to the WRX. You do just have a cup holder here. Maybe, I don't know what the heck you're supposed to fit in there, but you fit something, I don't know, maybe another cup if you squeeze it, I don't know. Expect to clean it up off your floor. You have just your power down window option, and then your soft touch material for your elbow padding, which is pretty soft, can't lie. But other than that, it's pretty standard, just your speaker down here. And now I'm going to attempt to get inside this thing. This is going to be interesting, but yeah. Okay. Well, it's not as bad as the Evo. It is not as bad. This is a little bit bigger. I scooted the seat up to where I would actually be sitting, and this is not too bad at all. There's no little storage pocket here. I wish there was a storage pocket just so I could like take stuff out of my pockets, because I personally like hate sitting down with things in my pockets. I just like to put them somewhere just out. Yeah, it's not too bad of room in here. I mean, if I had to road trip it, I could, but I would probably not want to be over 6 feet tall sitting back here just chilling. I got headroom, you know. I'm sure if I hit a bump, you know, I'm sure I might come close, but I won't hit it. You do have, you fold this down, you do have 2 little cup holders in the center here, which means 4 cup holders back here in total. You're going to have 8 cup holders in total in this car, which is crazy. That's a crazy number. For a car this size, for this supposed to be this rally inspired like race sedan, it's just interesting. Then we're going to move on. You do have the center armrest here, no cup holders in there. You got cup holders down there, which is actually really nice. Just keep them down there. And then this is very soft material. It is very soft to the touch, and there's no passageway to the back seat there, but it is pretty interesting, pretty nice. So now getting into the trunk of this WRX STI. You have a lot of space back here. I would say there's definitely more space than the Lancer Evolution if this is what you're going for, is more practical, more space. There is a little bit bigger of a trunk since you don't have the washer fluid reservoir and the battery sitting back here. And it's very roomy, very open, very spacious. And then you just lift this little tab here and you'll be able to access everything you need to get your spare out, as well as a wheel lock key. We're just going to go ahead and put this back down, and yeah, there's not really too much to say about this trunk other than it is definitely decently practical. It's pretty big for a car this size, I would say, and you could probably fit a couple suitcases in here, I think so. Definitely golf clubs in a suitcase, mix it up, mix and match, I'm sure, yeah. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and pop the hood, and to do that you just put this little lever to the left, and you just rise it up, and you do have nice gas struts here to hold this hood up for you, no prop, and do have a couple modifications to this car for sure, one of them being a lightweight crank pulley for sure, aftermarket cold air intake system, and a couple other things that have been done to this car. I don't know all of the confirmed modifications to it, but I would assume it's probably not built and everything. It's probably stock pistons, rods, and everything. But I'm unsure of also power figure. I'm sure this car has not been dynoed, or if it has, the paperwork's not supplied to make that judgment on the number. But nonetheless, this is a very clean engine bay, and this car does have a rebuilt title. I'm still looking to find out what part of it exactly had been hit. I haven't investigated too much, but this engine bay is very clean, and it's nonetheless, this intercooler is freaking huge. Okay, compared to just the WRX, this one's pretty big intercooler. So now for everybody's favorite part, the fun part, we're gonna go ahead and start it up, rev it up, and see how it sounds. Once again, this does have a full NVIDIA catback exhaust system, so we're gonna go ahead and see how it sounds, see if it has that Subaru rumble that everybody's looking for. this is going to be the final walk around of the car. Again, this car is for sale at West Coast Auto Works, located here in Edmonds, Washington. If you'd like to come check out this car, it does have 70,000 miles on it. It does have a rebuilt title, but it does have a lot of aftermarket goodies, and I'm sure you will be happy with this car. I know I would. I definitely would be happier with the Evo, but this is nonetheless a great car, great competitor, and there is really a true reason why these cars do fight head-to-head as far as the greatest rally cars in their class. So if you'd like to come check this car out, again, it is for sale. Sounds amazing, looks amazing, and I'm sure they can get you a great price on it. If you'd like to see any more reviews like this in the future, please comment below in the comment section. Do let me know if there are any cars that you own that I can review or that you would like to see being reviewed. I am in the Seattle area, and I can check out anything within 50 to 100 miles. Thank you very much for your time.